you changing from Sunni to Shia. And there's a big divide due to the negative history between these two sects. I'm Sunni, I don't think I could ever change that. But I know plenty of Shia sisters who attend the Islamic mother and toddler classes that I go to, and we all get along well. I can understand why some Sunnis have certain views about Shias. And truly, I believe if you follow the 5 pillars of Islam, don't commit any shirk, pray Salah, and follow the Quran, then you're a Muslim. I've never known someone to go from Sunni to Shia. So how and why did you change from Sunni to Shia, and how did your family react to you doing that?
I always knew the same way, like the Shias are not Muslim, they don't believe. And I think whether it's Sunni or Shia, you always get the extremes. So it wasn't an overnight decision. I began exploring different perspectives of Islam with an open heart in mind when I was a teenager. My parents, they're not strict, very liberal. I met a girl in college who was Shia. I said, well, you know, that's not even proper Muslim. And she started laughing and she gave me loads of books. Once I started reading, that was it for me. My family had mixed reactions. Obviously, some were supportive, others struggled with the change, especially going back to South Africa and telling them. They were respectful. And I do actually even understand why people are against it, because there are also extremes. And I don't follow those ways and those practices, especially when it comes to cursing companions and things like that. And even a lot of the Shia scholars, they don't recommend that. I still respect and I still follow some of the Sunni ways, theologically, jurisprudence and practice. Yes, it comes mainly from that. I think there's more similarities than you realize. Obviously, the end stories of our Prophet's family, peace be upon them, are different. And that's the major thing, and the slight practices as well. And right now, I don't even like to associate in either terminology of Shia and Sunni. I just call myself Muslim when I practice, when I do things. I would say it's in line with majority of the foundations and the principles of Islam in both sects.
Before, in the times of the Prophet, there was no Sunni, there was no Shia, there was no schools of thought. Everybody was just Muslim, and there's no need for anyone to put anyone down because they're a different school of thought or a different sect, because at the end of the day, we are all Muslim. It's a touchy subject to speak about because on both sides, there are very polarizing views. But I've heard of certain types of Shias that do walk a tightrope of maybe going out of the fold of Islam. But the same could be said about certain types of Sunni Muslims as well. And obviously, I'm not trying to take away from anyone who may hold grievances between these sects due to negative experiences or history. I'm a person that likes to move forward and likes to have unity and bringing people together. And even between Sunnis, you know, we're not all the same in our traditions, and the same goes for Shias amongst themselves. Like I said, if you follow the 5 pillars of Islam, you acknowledge Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one and only God, and Prophet Mohammed, peace be upon him, is his final messenger, then you're a Muslim, and that's all that matters.
At the end of the day, our values are the same. I think the foundation's the same. Even amongst the Sunnis, there's various schools of thoughts and they do things differently. And that's also fine. And at the end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to judge us.